Every minute, hundreds of hours of video vanish into the internet, funneled directly into a massive, hidden physical machine. Welcome to this episode of The Subject, History. Somewhere, on a server you will never see, in a building you are not allowed near, your cousin's wedding video sits next to a Fortune 500 keynote and a cat falling off a couch. Understanding the internet requires looking at the physical reality of where it lives. These hidden, highly restricted servers are the permanent vault where our digital lives actually reside. In 2005, 3 former PayPal employees built a website to share videos. They had no idea they were constructing a global warehouse. By 2006, Google bought YouTube for $1.65 billion. In doing so, they inherited a logistical problem no company had solved at this scale. To understand the raw scale of this data, look at the upload rate, 500 hours every minute. Over a 24-hour timeline, that reaches 700,000 hours of new footage every day. This created a constant physical tension: how to store an ocean of video growing every second and hand any drop of it back in under a second to anyone, anywhere, on demand. Solving this required moving past the idea of a single data warehouse and building an interconnected, planet-sized machine. YouTube lives inside Google's sprawling fortress-like facilities. These massive structures are distributed across multiple continents, holding everything from your Gmail to your search history. These buildings rely on their surrounding geography to function, using rivers, wind, and seawater to cool the endless racks of spinning drives inside. Navigating this physical maze requires a specific software skeleton. It is called Colossus. Colossus manages the bytes. It decides exactly which physical disk, on which rack, in which building across the globe holds a specific video. This software layer allows Google to manage infrastructure across continents without the entire system collapsing under its own geographical weight. Across millions of spinning disks and solid-state drives, hardware failure is a certainty. Parts break and fail every day. To survive this, YouTube uses redundancy as an insurance policy. Every file is written in triplicate across different continents. If a hard drive fails in Chile, the data is already safe in Belgium and Singapore. This mathematical redundancy is why a forgotten video from 2011 with 12 views is protected as carefully as the most watched video in history. Raw, high-resolution video is enormous. A few minutes of footage can weigh several gigabytes, which creates a massive transmission bottleneck. Before reaching permanent storage, every video undergoes transcoding. This process intercepts the file to break it down and rebuild it. Transcoding creates dozens of different formats and resolutions. These files look nearly identical to the human eye, but take up a fraction of the space. This means YouTube does not store a single file for your video, but rather an entire engineered family of files. This is how one user can watch in potato quality on a train with a bad signal, while another watches in 4K on a living room TV. Sacrificing a small amount of storage to create these clones allows the system to tailor the file to the exact device and connection asking to see it. Storing the video is only half the job. The final enemy is speed, specifically the buffering wheel caused by the physical distance to your screen. To bypass the faraway warehouse, the platform uses a global caching network. Popular videos are copied and pushed out to the edges of the network. They rest on smaller servers placed directly inside local internet providers. These local endpoints reach from Nairobi to Nova Scotia, placing the data physically closer to the people watching it. It is the difference between mailing a package across an ocean and having it already waiting in a locker down the street. By minimizing the physical travel distance, edge caching makes a global data network react as quickly as a hard drive sitting inside your own house. Every uploaded video lives somewhere real, guarded by windowless buildings and unseen security systems. YouTube engineered one of the largest physical storage systems in human history to keep this growing ocean of data accessible. This is a permanent vault, a digital monument holding nearly 2 decades of humanity talking, singing, and teaching. It is still growing, 500 hours every minute, forever. If you want to see the hidden machinery behind the things we use every day, subscribe, drop a like, and let us know in the comments which platform you want the subject history to dig into next.